What is up, you guys? Kika here, back with another video, and today we are doing a water pump kit for the LTZ 400. You guys probably saw the previous video of me putting on the big bore kit, and I have decided this is something that I actually had bought for it because this is what I thought the original cause of the blown head gasket for it was when I first purchased this thing, but now I am thinking that I never did this, and you know what, if I'm putting a big bore kit and new gaskets, it has new valve springs in there, and the big bore kit, might as well put the water pump kit and make sure all the seals are good. And then I also want to open up this side, obviously, to install this, but that way I can see a little bit in there just to make sure everything's good. Because the last thing that I want, after spending so much time and money into this thing, is for me to just take it out and ride it only a couple of times and it not last me. So I'm kind of doing this the right way this time, so I can actually have a long-lasting quad, and you know, I'm actually putting some money into it. If you guys saw the previous video, like I said, I put $140 in just the cylinder and the piston with the rings. This was, I believe, like 40 bucks, which I had purchased before, like I said. The new valves were 80 bucks, so that brings me to a grand total of $220, which is $260 in water pump valves and the big bore kit. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is installing this guy, because I want to make sure all the seals are good. That way, if it's not my head gasket that's leaking, it's probably going to be this. This is going to be the other cause of it. If it wasn't the blown head gasket, like how I said in the previous video of the big bore kit, then it most likely will be this. If it's either the head gasket or it's either the water pump, the seals are not working correctly and they're not sealing right, so that's allowing water to go into your oil and allowing it to mix, which is also creates the white smoke as in the blown head gasket, but you might not really not have a blown head gasket. But anyways, enough talk. Let's go ahead and get started here today, you guys. So let's install this water pump kit, and right now I'm gonna go ahead and take the side cover off here, which it is on the right side with the clutch cover, I believe is what you would technically call it, where your oil filter and obviously where your lower radiator hose is at. Where your lower radiator hose is at is where the water pump is going to be, but you do need to remove the whole thing, and I'm going to show you that now. Alright, you guys, so first things first is I made this little template. It doesn't really look like it, but that's supposed to be the water pump, and that's for the oil filter. Just so I can put all the bolts in when while I'm taking them off one by one. Other than that, the only other thing I already did, which was remove the brake pedal, which is right here, and it is literally just one bolt that's 8mm, so 8mm on the back side with while holding a wrench, so you can take them both off. And another thing you're gonna need also is some snap ring pliers. I got this one at Harbor Freight, $4 for this, great deal. And then actually I bought this too, 40-piece socket set for a quarter. So I had some of these and I lost them, so I bought a brand new one, and I actually paid like $10.50 for both the two things that I just got. And this is gonna help because I believe it's a 8mm to remove all these bolts, and then I'm gonna do the rest with the small impact. So let's go ahead and get started. As you guys know by now, obviously, since I'm doing this from after putting in the big bore kit, and I also didn't want to put the top end because I want to make sure everything's good in here before I do that. So when I pull the timing chain and then put the timing tensioner on, then I'll know if it's on correctly through being able to see down here. So we're gonna remove the clutch plate. But first, I'm gonna get this off, and then I can start on the rest. So it's an 8mm. And by now, obviously, I've already drained the oil and coolant because I've been doing the big bore kit. So no need to do that. But if you will need to do that before you start anything. You can remove the coolant from here. This is a little release for the coolant and the drain valve I meant. So you could release it through here, but I already have, so I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna loosen up all the bolts that are holding on the water pump cover right here first. And then I'll start loosening up all the rest. I already had removed this cover, and this is actually a new cover because the old cover had a broken piece right here where the water pump actually went. And I remember saying, oh, this one looks good, so I'm not going to change it, but now that I'm so far into it, I'm just like, I might as well change it, you know? The color here was in great condition, nothing wrong with it. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Slide it right out. Oh, that's perfect. The gasket stayed on there really, really good. So see, now I can take a look in here, make sure everything's good to go. But yeah, as you can see, the oil down there, right here. All right, so now we have the case off, and we need to remove this. So this is what I was telling you guys. I went to go get the snap ring pliers from Harbor Freight. So this is the little snap ring we need to remove, and I'm gonna make sure it's off. Easy as that. And you can take these off without a the snap ring pliers. You could take them off with a flathead, but the hard part is probably putting it back on. I guess either way, it's hard to put it back on, take it off, but you could do it. It is possible. And then it might shoot out and hit something, so you might want to be careful with that. Hold on, my camera is gonna die, so I'm gonna get a new battery. Alright, sorry about that, you guys. So here we are, and we already took off the snap ring off of this right here. Let me... So we already took off the snap ring here, off of right here, and all you have to do is pull this up. You might have to wiggle it around a little bit. And this comes off, and then it has this little pin that you slide out that goes with that, and then you're gonna go ahead and pull up this washer that it'll have. There's another little ring here, and for that I'm just gonna use a flathead. I forgot what these are called. So it'll have this. Alright, well, it'll have this little ring that slides on through here. So now it should just push through, which it did. I already had the rubber mallet ready here. So this is it right here. This is the propeller. So we're going to pull that out, and what we want to pull out is all these bearings right here with this rubber seal. So we're going to take those off now. And so this is what we're going to take out. This is the seal. It should pull right out. So there's that. And it does look a little different though than the one I got. So it just goes in like that. You should be able to pull it off. If this thing, because I'm having trouble with mine not coming off of the complete case, which is totally fine. Oh yeah, there is actually. So here's how the new one looks. And this is the old one. See, it doesn't have this cap, but it actually does. I'm gonna pull it out because obviously I don't want to pull in the new one. It's really tight in there. But yeah, that needs to come out. It's kind of weird. Oh, it's supposed to be the whole thing. So actually this should have come out too, because that's what makes this complete. So I'm gonna get some pliers. Let me see if I can just pull. It's not pulling up though.
1 hour later.
Alright, you saw that? Well, that's why it has the blue Loctite on there. That's probably what this guy had on there. I didn't even realize that was blue Loctite. I just thought it was like a seal. Damn, I done messed this all up, you guys. And I think it has another seal inside that I need to take out as well. But look at that. It is out. Jesus, that was a pain in the ass. So now I need to take out this little seal right here. That should just pop right out. All that's literally left in there is the bearing, and I hope to God it's still okay. Let's see. I mean, it doesn't sound great, but at this point. Oh, now look at the bearing. Everything all came out now. Well, that's just awesome. But I don't need to take out all this. Oh. Okay, I guess I'll just leave it off for right now. Okay, you guys, so I put the bearings back in. All I did was use a socket, put the first one and then the second one. Not halfway down like the first time I tried it, didn't really work out. Now I'm gonna flip it over. And now we're gonna put the rest of all the stuff on here. So, which is the new seal that went all the way at the bottom. So there's that. And you gotta make sure it's lined up pretty good. Alright, so I was finally able to get in that seal. So that's in. Now I'm gonna put the bearings in. All I did was freeze them, so hopefully they slide in nice and easy. If not, I got this socket here that I can push them through, just like this. And looks like they went in pretty easily. Last one. There we go. Alright, now we got that side in there. So now I'm gonna make my way to put in this right here. And for this one, you want to get a big enough socket to fit around the lip of the outside of this. Remember the piece that I couldn't get off? So I'm gonna look for, because you don't want to damage any of this either. Apparently 7/8 fits in there pretty damn snug. So that's what I'm gonna use. I think it's on there pretty good. I see a little lip over here on this side. That's why I was trying to keep hammering away, but it doesn't look like it's going away. Now it looks like it's in there really good. So alright, that's pretty much the last of it. And then this seal too, I don't know if I told you guys, you might want to put some RTV around it. I don't have any, which I probably won't put this on till the last, so then that way I can put some on. But either way, this is pretty much it, you guys. After you put this back on here, that's the last step. And then pretty much after this is sticking out back here, all we need to do is put the clip back in, this, and then the little washer. Oh, sorry, the clip, then the washer. And then you're gonna want to put this back in, and then all you do is put your C-clip, and that's pretty much it. And then you can put everything back together. So the last step would be to put this gasket back in here. So we're gonna change that out real quick. Put the new one back in. Might have to clean it a little bit, but this one looks pretty clean. So there's that. There is another seal too that will be around here, but obviously I couldn't take my water pump housing off, so I can't replace it, but I'm thinking it's pretty snug in there, so the seal shouldn't need to get replaced as well anyways. So that's that. Alright, you guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the feedback, the comments, the support, and the subscribers that I got, all the new subscribers. That pretty much sums it up for the water pump rebuild kit. And then you pretty much just put it all back together the way you took it off. And remember I mentioned the guides that the right case has in order for you to put the gasket back on, and so everything seals up really good. That way you don't have any leaks. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully next time you guys will see me with the quad running, or either putting the top end together so we can do a first start with the big bore kit, and let's see how it sounds. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.